Hi, I'm Keith Krieger, Program Director for Computer Applications Training at JCCC. And today we have some tools, tips, and techniques to help you do your work with common computer applications every day. In this short tutorial on Word, we're going to look at something that seems very minor, but for some of us it does make a big difference in how we handle content in our documents. And I have 4 examples here of dashes. And some of these are dashes and some of these are hyphens. And to have good-looking documents, documents that are built in a way that shows our content most clearly, we have to understand the difference in these hyphens and dashes. So the first one I have up here in the word mix-up is what we would call a standard hyphen, what people would call a dash. This is used to denote compound words, minus signs inside of equations, and using the hyphen key, again, what most of us think of as a dash key, will allow us to create those. Word also uses an optional hyphen or a discretionary hyphen. And if you have hyphenation turned on in Word, this is what happens when you reach the end of a line at the right margin and a word needs to be hyphenated so that it breaks correctly across the line break. Word automatically adds those. If you wanted to add one to show where hyphenations should occur, you can use Control and hyphen to make that happen. So here we have a special situation, and these things look like dashes. They are a special kind of dash or hyphen. These are non-breaking. Non-breaking hyphens or dashes are controlled by Control and Shift and hyphen. And what that does is force Word to treat that whole set of characters as one word. If you think about it, I don't want that phone number to break across the line, as in 913 hyphen, and then the rest of it goes to the next line. We want it to be all contained on one line. So let me add some text to this and show you how it works. And I'm just going to get rid of a couple words here, and you can see that that item maintains across the entire line, and it does not break in the middle of the phone number. So that's Control and Shift and hyphen, or Control and Shift and dash if you prefer to work on that one. Non-breaking hyphens, Control and Shift and hyphen. The next one is a range of numbers, 3 through 7. And I could, and we see this all the time, where people use a dash or a hyphen to denote that range. This is an N, E-N dash. An N dash is the width of a lowercase n. And the way I generate that is with a combination of the keyboard and the 10 key. So it's Control and minus. The minus sign on the 10 key gives me an N dash. Much more appropriate when we're talking about ranges of numbers. For old school fans who are used to ASCII codes, we'd hold the Alt key down, and on the 10 key we would type 0150 and we'd get that special character added. The last one is an M dash, E-M. It's the width of a lowercase m. And you can see the example here where we have one sentence and 2 thoughts within the sentence, and we want to separate those but also tell the reader that they are part of one sentence. An M dash is Control and Alt and minus to generate those. Both in the N dash and the M dash, if this gets close to the end of a line at the right-hand margin, the dash will stay with the first part of the text, and the second part of the text will wrap around to the next line. So we started out here with simple hyphens here, using the hyphen key or the dash key, and then we did a non-breaking hyphen, Control and Shift and hyphen to keep that phone number on one line. We denoted how to do a range of numbers with an N EN dash. It's control and minus on the numeric keypad. And then we finished up with an M, EM dash. On that line, control and alt and the minus sign on the numeric keypad. Very subtle things will make a difference to your readers on how they perceive your documents to be formatted. We trust you found the tips and tools, techniques in these videos to be helpful in something you can put to use almost immediately. We know that these are things that can be shared easily, and we encourage you to share them with your colleagues and your friends. Post them to Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn for other people to take advantage of. And if you like, we'd be happy to send you the notes of the tools and techniques that we've shown you here today. Please feel free to send us a message at the address on the screen, and we'll get those right out to you. Thanks.